Dear students, Namaste and welcome to today's English class of grade 9. Today we are in unit 13 and dealing with grammar lessons. So this grammar lesson is related to some sentences, or let's say types of sentences. Let's say what sorts of sentences do we talk in the further incoming time. So let's see. I have brought some sentences over here. Look at here. I sing modern songs. I do not sing pop songs. Do you sing classical songs? What have you found in these sentences? What sorts of sentences are these? I sing modern songs. So this sentence statement asserts something, says something, right? And it is positive in a sense. So what we can say? We can say that this is a simple statement, simple positive sentence, right? Positive sentence is also called affirmative. Positive is also called affirmative, right? Then how this second sentence is different from the first one? I do not sing pop songs. So simply not is inserted in second sentence and there is do as well. So after inserting not in affirmative sentence, in positive sentence, sentence gives negative meaning. So this gives negative meaning. I do not sing pop songs. It gives negative meaning. So this is negative sentence, right? And do is used because the verb is used because there is no auxiliary in affirmative form. Let's move to third one. Do you sing classical songs? So how this sentence is different from previous two sentences? It is totally, let's say, far more different than the previous two sentences. Why? This asks something, right? Ask something mean it is in a question form. As you can see, there is a question mark, right? And do verb and subject, they have exchanged, the words are exchanged over here. Subject has gone back and do verb has come in place of subject. So this do you sing classical songs? This is question form and question forms are called interrogative. Did you get that? Okay, see here. I sing modern songs. It is positive affirmative sentence. It is also called affirmative. Often students get confused when you are asked to change the statement into affirmative. Affirmative, meaning of affirmative is positive. And then I do not sing pop songs, that is negative. And do you sing classical songs? That is interrogative, question form. Similar exercises given in your book as well in the page number 152. Look at there in think and act activity. These sentences have been extracted from text above and read them and examine what kind of sentences they are. So there are some sentences and you have to find out what sorts of sentences, kinds of sentences are those sentences. Go through it for a while and think what sorts of sentences are these. As these examples, the examples we have talked will help you a lot to find out it. Anyway, for your help, I have brought here like this. Okay, the first sentence, look at here. The help of her sound fascinates the audience. It gives information. Okay, and there is no use of not, negative word. So it is positive. Okay, so positive sentence, that means affirmative, positive. Okay, So it gives information, asserts something, it is affirmative, positive statement. B. Okay, let's move to B. Has Nepalese society really passed through such inhuman tradition? It asks something. Okay, it seek for information. So it is what? Interrogative. Question form, interrogative. Moving to next, don't miss it. Gives negative command. It is command. Don't miss it. Command. So it is imperative, but there is use of not. That's why it is negative command. Okay, and so it is negative imperative. Negative imperative. Number D. Which is better to have rules or and agree or to hunt or kill? Ask information question. So it also ask question. Seek for answer. So what is it? What sort of sentence is it? This is interrogative. Then the last one, what a transformation from innocence to experience it is. So there is a kind of expression of surprise, and such kind of sentences where there is expression of surprise, they are exclamatory. Okay, expresses exclamation. So these are called exclamatory sentence. I hope you got about it, about the sentences. So the thing is, same sentence also can be transformed from one form to another, like positive to affirmative sentence to negative, and or positive to question, or vice versa. So that is called transformation. One form to another form, transferring. So transformation, it is called transformation. So how to transform then? How to transform sentences? Now we are going to learn it. I'm going to show you very simple rules. Simple, let's not say rules, but simple ways how to transfer sentences. Okay, look at here. This chart gives you a clear view how to transform sentence, how to transfer sentences. First of all, while transferring sentences, look at the sentence, read sentence, and then in that sentence, what do you seek? Does the sentence have an auxiliary verb or not? The first step you do is seek for auxiliary, whether there is auxiliary verb or not. If there is auxiliary, yes mean if there is auxiliary, we follow the different pattern, and if there is no mean no auxiliary, then we follow the different pattern. So then what do we do if there is auxiliary? Yes, okay, yes mean there is auxiliary. Example for he will sing a song. Can you see auxiliary here? Of course, will is auxiliary. So if there is auxiliary, while changing into negative, what do? Simply we add not after auxiliary, and that becomes negative sentence. Like he will not. See, after will only not is inserted. Not sing a song. So it gives negative meaning. And if there is no auxiliary in this condition, what do? Is main verb 1, 2, 3 or 5? So you have to look. If there is no auxiliary, there will be verb, main verb. So main verb, in which form it is? Main verb has 5 forms, right? So which one is it? We have to seek for that. Suppose he sings a song. So sings is main verb, and this is in verb 5. So what do? In this case, we insert do, did, does plus not. after the subject to make negative. After do, does, did, do, did, does, we use not. Okay, not exactly after subject, but after do verb. Example for he sings a song becomes he does not sing a song. Does not, he is singular, that's why does not sing a song. So had it been plural, then we use do, or had it been past, we use did. So in this way we can change into negative. And while changing into interrogative, let's talk about while changing into interrogative. So let's talk first of all when there is auxiliary. So if there is auxiliary, then keep the auxiliary verb before the subject to make it interrogative. Simple. It's very simple to make it interrogative. Just exchange the auxiliary verb and subject. You bring this auxiliary verb in front and subject goes back. So it becomes will he sing a song? Will he sing a song? Just the position is exchanged and you have to add question mark at the end and it becomes interrogative. So let's talk about when there is no auxiliary, how to change statement into interrogative. Then you have to insert do, did, does before the subject to make it interrogative. So we add does he sing a song? So does is inserted. Okay. So in this way we can make it question form and add question mark at the end. So this idea makes you clear about how we can change one form to another. So such exercises are given in your book as well. Let's go through such exercises, and through these exercises we will discuss and you will come to know more about it, because this is not the all rules and all the ways. There are some more to talk about, and we will talk about it through exercise discussion. Now look at study time. Study time. Sentences can be affirmative, negative, interrogative, imperative or exclamatory. Now we have come to know about the sentences, that sentences can be affirmative, sentences can be negative, sentences can be interrogative, sentences can be imperative or exclamatory, right? So now let's move to exercise. Some examples are given before going through exercises. Let's view these examples. Look at the examples and change the sentences given into negative and interrogative. A statement is given and you have to change same statement into negative and interrogative. So example number 1, he is an early riser. This is affirmative sentence. So while transforming it into negative, not is inserted. He is not an early riser. So simply while changing into interrogative, is he an early riser? See, the position of subject and auxiliary verb has been exchanged and question mark has been added. So it's that simple to make it change it into interrogative. Next example, she looks slim in this dress. This is affirmative. And while changing it into negative, she does not look slim in this dress. So here except not, does is also added. Why? Because there is use of main verb looks. There is no auxiliary verb. That's why does has been added. She does not look slim in this dress is negative. And while changing into question interrogative, does she look slim in this dress? So does has been inserted and then question mark is added. So in this way we can change or transform sentences. Now let's go through exercises. Number 1, he can write a formal letter. How can we change it? He can write a formal letter. So what's the number 1 step when we change, when we transform sentences. What did I say in the beginning? First of all, look at whether there is auxiliary verb or not. So we can find auxiliary verb can over here. So what do? While changing into negative, we add not after auxiliary. So this sentence becomes, he cannot write a formal letter. So this is negative. So how to change into interrogative? Can he write a formal letter? So just exchanging the place of he and can. This is interrogative. Similarly, next question is, it is raining outside. So how it can be changed? While changing into negative, so there is auxiliary in this sentence as well, is. So it is not raining outside. This is negative. Now let's change it into interrogative. Is it raining outside? Okay, so question mark is missing there. Okay, question mark. Is it raining outside? Question mark. Number 3, she works in the field. So while changing, so here it is different than the previous 2 sentences. What is the difference? We do not find any use of auxiliary verb over here. She works directly, main verb has been used, main verb is there. So what do? Do form is inserted. So she does not work in the field. Negative. So while changing into interrogative, what do here? Does is inserted. So does she work in the field? Does she work in the field? That is interrogative. Let's move to next. It barked at night. So here also no use of auxiliary verb. That's why main verb is required. So negative form is, it did not bark at night. Bark is in past form. That's why did is required. It did not bark at night. So while changing it into question, did it bark at night, is interrogative. Moving to next, they have completed their task on time. So while changing it into the negative, they have not completed their task on time. And the question form is, have they completed their task on time? Question mark. This is the answer. One more question is there. She will ask you a funny riddle. So will is there. What do? Insert not. She will not ask you a funny riddle. And while changing it into question form, will she ask you a funny riddle, is interrogative, question form. So this is the end of exercise A. Now we have some more exercises. Let's look at exercise B. So before that, there are several examples. Let's see those examples. Look at the examples and change the sentences given below into negative. Just what you have to do? You just need to change these statements into negative. So 3 examples we learn how to do it, and there are many exercises. Let him dance on the stage. So how can we change the sentence let him dance on the stage to negative? By adding not. So let him not dance on the stage. Next one. Shut the door. Shut the door. This is imperative sentence. So imperative sentence always start with verb. Shut the door. And while changing it into negative, just add don't shut the door. It is very easy. Then next, she has brought some pencils. She has brought some pencils. She has not brought any pencils. Notice here, some has been changed into any. So, while changing affirmative to negative, some changes into any. Next, some of them entered the cinema hall. None of them entered the cinema hall. Some of them changes into none of them. Either he or his mother will help me. Neither he nor his mother will help me. So, what is the change over here? Either or has been changed into neither nor. Okay, so the rule, the way is either or is changed into neither nor while making negative. That is what we need to notice. So, keeping these things in mind, we'll do exercises now. Okay, so number 1, either she or her friends went there. Just before we talked about it, either or changes into neither nor while making it negative. So, look at here. The answer is neither she or her friends went there is the answer. So, let's move to number II, that is somebody messed this up. So, any guesses what is the change negative word for somebody? Okay. Okay. I. Okay, somebody. Either she or her friends went there. Fine. Okay, nobody messed this up. Somebody changes into nobody messed this up. Fine. Number 3. She always wears a blue dress. How can we change it? She always wears a blue dress. So, here always need to be replaced, changed. What is the word, negative word for always? What? Of course, it is never. So, she never wears a blue dress. Let's move to number IV, first number. I have written several poems. I have written several poems. So, several. What is the changing word for several? Is she wears blue dress. She never, always change into never. Now, I have not written any poems. So, several change into any. Number several change into any while making it negative. Okay. And number next, V. Let her sing a Bhojpuri song. What should be there? Let her not sing a Bhojpuri song is the change. Let them play cricket on this field. Change into let them not play cricket on this field. Number next, he likes ice cream too. He does not like ice cream either. So, when there is use of to, we use either. Next, turn the key in the anti-clockwise direction. Do not turn the key in the anti-clockwise direction. And the last one, do it carefully. Don't do it carefully. Okay. Then, now let's move to the next exercise, that is, okay, change the following sentences into affirmative sentence. Number I, don't speak so loud. Don't speak so loud. How can we change into affirmative? So, we are just doing opposite. Before we changed into negative, now we are changing it into positive. Don't speak so loud. How can we change it now? Speak so loud. Obviously, removing not. Speak so loud. Next, number II. Will he not be available in the meeting? How can we change it? He will be available in the meeting. So, while changing into affirmative, simply you can either remove not only, or you can transform the sentence into the statement like he will be available in the meeting. Both are okay. So, number 3, she won't appear for her board exam. Changes into she will appear for her board exam. And number 4, they did not get any food in the hotel. So, how can we change into affirmative? Didn't change into got. Get changed into past form, didn't is removed. They got some food. Any change into some food in the hotel. Then number 5, has she not written any novels? She has written some novels. Any novels change into some novels. Next number, 6 number. There is not anything important to say. There is something important to say. Anything changed into something. Number next, does she not hear anybody crying? She hears somebody crying. So, here also you can simply either remove not, or you can change it into the statement form. She hears somebody crying. Then the last one is, have you not sent a mail? You have sent a mail. So, these are the changes you can make. Now, we have one more activity. One more activity that is quite interesting. Look at here. Have you ever heard the story of the fox and the grapes? Have you ever heard? You must have heard about it. Here is the same story, but the sentences are not in the correct forms. Change the sentences into affirmative or negative as required so that the story becomes meaningful. You can give it a suitable title. You can give a suitable title and read it out. Okay. Now, so let's read a story. Can you find some defects, let's say, that makes another meaning in this story? Like, one afternoon a fox was not walking through the forest and spotted a bunch of grapes hanging from over a lofty branch. What's the problem over here? Let's find out. Just the thing to quench my thirst. I will not jump high and get the whole bunch, thought he. Taking a few steps back, the fox did jump and just missed the hanging grapes. Again, the fox took a few paces back and did not try to reach them, but still failed. Are you tracing the mistakes over here? There are some mistakes, right? Finally giving up, the fox did not turn up his nose and said, they are not probably sour anyway. Unripe fruit does me good. If I eat them, I will not be sick. With this thought, the fox did not proceed to walk away. Moral: it's not easy to despise what you can have. So there are some problems in this story. So we will find it out in here on the bird. Okay. So let me remove this, and we will work out in the story. Okay, let's work out in the story. The Fox and the Grapes. The title is fine. One afternoon, a fox was not walking through the forest. So Obviously the forest, in the forest the fox was walking, so we have to remove here not, because it gives negative meaning. How can, if fox was not walking, then how can a fox spotted a bunch of grapes, right? So not is removed over here. Spotted a bunch of grapes hanging from over a lofty branch. Up to here it's fine. Okay. Then, just the thing to quench my thirst, I will not jump high and get the whole bunch. So if the fox is trying to quench the thirst, then it must be jumping, right? So I will jump, not is removed. Jump high and get the whole bunch, thought he. After that, taking a few steps back, the fox did not jump. Taking the few steps back, the fox jumped. It's not did not. Instead, the fox, we have to make jumped. Okay, ed you have to add, jumped. Then, and just missed the hanging grapes. Fine. Again, the fox took a few paces back and did not try. So tried is there should be tried. That's why did not is removed. Instead of did not, try verb change into tried in the past form. Now, finally, giving up, the fox did not turn up his nose. So giving up, did not. The fox turned up, right? Instead of did not, turned up his nose and said, "They are not probably sour anyway." So the fox did not try, stopped trying, because he thought that grapes were sour. So not is removed over here also. They are probably sour anyway should be the answer, right? So not is removed from there. And then if I missed the sentence. Probably sour anyway. Then unripe fruit does me good. So unripe fruit, it doesn't do good to anyone, right? So does not do. Unripe fruit does not do good to me, good. Okay. If I eat them, I will not be sick. If you eat unripe fruit, will you not be sick? We will be. So I will be sick. Okay, not is removed. I will be sick. With this thought, the fox did not proceed to walk away. With this thought, actually, the fox proceeded. Okay, so both did and not proceeded. Past form you have to make, proceeded to walk away. So moral, it's not easy to despise what you can have. So in this way you can make corrections in your book as well. This is the change. So what you have found while transforming sentences, what have you learned through these exercises? I hope you have learned all the ways, most of the ways, let's not say all, most of the ways how sentences can be transformed from one form to another. Affirmative, positive to negative, affirmative to question mean interrogative. So you have to keep these terms in your mind, affirmative, interrogative, what is this meaning of these words, otherwise you will be confused. So as a summary, okay, as a revision, I can show you these some structures. Okay, what do you do if the sentence with like subject auxiliary, okay, this is auxiliary auxiliary verb, that is affirmative, isn't it? Suppose example can be, he has written a letter. Okay, he has written, let me write here, he has written a letter. Okay, this could be example. Then while changing it into negative, it can be subject, auxiliary, not, verb. We simply add not after auxiliary. So it will be changed into he has not written a letter. He has not written a letter. So while changing it again into interrogative, auxiliary, subject, verb, and then finally question mark. So has, auxiliary comes front. Has he written a letter? This is interrogative. So this is affirmative, positive, this is negative, and this is interrogative. Right? So this is the case when there is auxiliary verb. Now, one more thing. What do we do if there are no auxiliary, without auxiliary? Okay, let me draw these examples. So here there is no auxiliary, direct main verb, subject, main verb, and then remaining portion. So that is affirmative, right? So example can be he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter, direct main verb. So when there is direct main verb, what do we do first? We have to seek for whether in which form the main verb is, whether it's verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, verb 5, verb 4, verb 5. So this is wrote is verb 2, right? So in the negative form, do, did, does is inserted and not is added and verb 1. So it is he, this is past, that's why did not. He did not. Wrote changes into write, verb 1, because we need verb 1. Did he not write a letter? He did not write a letter. And then while changing into interrogative, do, does, do, did, does, subject and verb 1. So we have to begin sentence with do, did or does. So which one we choose over here? Did, because it is past. Did he, wrote changes into write, because already there is did. Did he write a letter? So there should be question mark to be a question, to be interrogative. So this is affirmative, affirmative. This is negative, and then last one is interrogative. Affirmative is also called positive. Interrogative means question form. So this is what you have to keep in mind. I hope you have learned well about transforming sentences, and this much for today. Namaste. Thank you.